Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. And thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video of man who actually came out to say that we have refused to listen to the voice of Asians, the voice of Middle Easterners, American Middle Easterners, the voice of Hispanics, and the voice of white, right? That we are not listening to them, that they've been calling us for months to help them. And I am saying you all should get off with this help you all are asking for, because the same help you all are asking for is also the same help we are asking for. And I have never come across any video of you all calling other people to come and assist us. You all are egocentric human beings. You all are so self-centered. You all are very selfish, because if you are not selfish, you won't mount your camera to tell us that we should listen to the voices of white people, Hispanics, Asians, and Middle Easterners. Who are they that we will listen to them? Have they ever sat down and thought of how we feel, how life has been for people that look like us? In their own country, Palestinians, how do they treat people that look like me? How do Arabs treat people that look like me? How do colored people treat people that look like me? Am I going to talk about other people? We are not listening to anybody anymore. It is all about us right now. Let's get into this video.
I wonder what Middle Eastern American women are saying right now. What Palestinian American women are saying. What Muslim American women are saying. What Arab Americans are saying. I think all those American women are screaming for you guys to listen to them. We did all this work for the past 9-10 months. All that work just to throw it all away. West Asian women or Middle Eastern women are screaming at you right now. Please help us. Not even from over there, from here. And we're just going to tell them all to just be quiet and vote for Kamala. No. Kamala has not earned the uncommitted vote. And Kamala has already came out with her support for the apartheid state and their ongoing G-side. So I'm going to tell you guys all this now. You should probably all get ready for a Trump presidency. Because maybe when that fascist cheddar cheese looking head ass becomes president again, you guys will all be uncomfortable to actually act. Maybe you'll be so uncomfortable and compelled to do something about it. Kamala will not win without the uncommitted voters. So she should try to meet with Rashida Tlaib to try to get her endorsement. Otherwise, everyone should be getting ready for a Trump presidency. Y'all don't want Trump to win? Neither do we. But we have some demands. Top of the list, a permanent ceasefire. Among many other things, like having the Z Lobby register as a foreign agent. Good luck, guys.
I feel like I need to start having these conversations in person rather than on the internet with Middle Eastern people or West Asian people in my own community. Because maybe these conversations would be more productive if it was local and we could talk face to face and hash things out and what we want from this country, basically, rather than talking at each other on the internet. I don't know. But I wanted to comment on this video regardless. I understand that West Asian people want their voices heard and their concerns heard. I totally get that. But there's a lot of chronically online people and people who have been focused so much on suffering, which I understand, that don't want anybody else's voices heard, particularly Black Americans. You don't want to hear our concerns. You don't want to hear our voices, but you do want to use our terminology and slang like head ass, which I find ironic. Even when Black people acknowledge that there are other genocides going on with the same level of insane, inhumane treatment, now all of a sudden we're playing oppression Olympics. That's not what it is. If a genocide is a genocide, and there is one going on in multiple locations, who decides which genocide is the priority? Who has decided that? It's not oppression Olympics. It's Black lives don't matter as much as other lives, as long as they're lighter. You have Black people who make being for Palestine their whole personality trait, even silencing other Black people, even people from the Congo, if they dare to speak about the Congo. What? And then you're going to have white people who cosplay oppression and who also make it their whole personality trait to be there, be in solidarity with others, silencing Black people as well. And the thing is, nobody is telling Middle Eastern men and women who to vote for. Americans are being told who not to vote for. particularly by chronically online people. I don't think it's people locally, Middle Eastern people locally, telling me who to vote for. And if we had that conversation, I would have to be frank and be like, well, my concerns have to come first. I do have my own concerns too. You can't dictate who I vote for, and I'm not going to dictate who you vote for. Who has decided that one group matters more than the other? And who has decided that black concerns don't matter? Not you, not anybody. You don't get to tell us that our concerns don't matter, that your demands are more important, that your people should be put before our people. Because you want to put your people first and you want others to do the same, but then you want to judge other people for wanting to put their people first. It doesn't make sense. And to your point about getting prepared for Trump being in office, because you think that that'll motivate people to act if they're suffering like you seem to want them to, what if people don't act? What if they don't bring that revolution that y'all think is so easy? What if we hunker down in our own local communities and just survive? Meanwhile, Trump supplies enough weapons to Netanyahu and his other demons to finish the job. Then what? Are you going to come asking us for help again? Then too? What do you have us do? Our hands are so tied, it's not even funny. And yet we're being villainized and then being asked for help. Which is it? Why would we not pick the candidate that we could possibly convince to not be a Zionist and to bring a ceasefire and some peace to the people that need it, over a man who has the emotional and just mental intelligence of a middle school child, whose followers are straight up brats, who want to move out of the country now that they love so much just because somebody else could be in the presidency? Are you serious? Come on. And one other thing, a lot of y'all have made it your whole personality to hate on Kamala Harris since she became the nominee. I didn't see any of this energy when she was simply vice president. And a lot of you just regurgitate what you hear online, that she's a cop, while you don't do any of your own research about her political career, her career as a prosecutor or as DA or as attorney general. Like, you act like she's Maleficent, like she's the wife of the devil. And it's so much misplaced rage. It's scary. She's also one woman and is genuinely not responsible for every atrocity that America has done or is currently doing. That's not how that works. And another thing, none of y'all have the same smoke for Britain and any British civilian or soldier when Britain was the main one who put Zionists where they are and gave land away that didn't belong to them in the first place. Talk to Britain and their government. You don't have nearly the same smoke for them. Why? It's very weird. It's very weird. And please have the same smoke for all of the supporters of Israel. Leave us Americans, particularly black Americans, out of it. Like, damn. You act like we're in control of the people over there. We're not. We're just trying to live just like you.
Oh, it is definitely the privilege and the entitlement that turns our stomach. That is exactly what it is that turns our stomach. But there is a deep root to that privilege and entitlement. That's why I told everybody, y'all need to go outside and touch some fucking grass. Because this struggle, this collective struggle, is not a new struggle. And there is a reason that Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Angela Davis, Audre Lorde, Nina Simone, all these phenomenal, these great black activists and movement leaders have stood in solidarity with Palestine. When you work on the ground in movement, these are things that our mentors and our elders insist that we learn before they unleash us on community in hopes of building community. They don't have a basic knowledge and understanding of this history and why we fight this collective fight. They don't have a basic knowledge and understanding of movement building, sustainable movement building toward a united collective liberation. And if they had that understanding, they would not be trying to use the tools of the master to dismantle the master's house. One of the oldest tools the masters ever used against the global majority has been to divide and conquer. And they are using that tool, expecting to come to a different end, because they lack the basic knowledge of what movement building really is. And that makes them dangerous, not just to Palestinian lives, but to our Black lives in America, the Black lives in Sudan, the Black lives in Congo, the Black lives in Haiti, the global majority around this world. Go outside and touch some fucking grass. Talk to your elders. Get a deeper understanding of movement before your haphazard ass, inherently biased tunnel vision causes more lives lost for all of us. Oh,
anyone that's been following me for a minute knows that I don't talk about allyship much, if at all. And it's not that I'm totally against allyship or if I have a problem with every other race. The fact of the matter is that it shouldn't be Black people's number one priority, especially when the whole world is anti-Black. There's nowhere you can go in the world that isn't a Black majority country that they aren't anti-Black. Like, us pimping out our allyship has gotten so bad to the point that people think that they are owed our allyship even if they ain't never helped Black people a day in their fucking life. This shit is sick, bro. It's to the point that us giving away our allyship is just a lack of self-respect on our part, bro. We get nothing in return but a smack in the face, dog. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Nobody is saying that if you as a Black person are supporting other causes outside of the Black community, you should stop. No, because that would be disingenuous. All I'm saying is we can't continue to pimp out our allyship when we got multiple problems on our plate that we have to deal with. That's like somebody getting a bonus check, right? And they got a credit card bill that they need to pay. And instead of paying on their credit card bill, they give their friend their bonus check money to pay on their credit card. So you gonna go further into debt while you watch your friend get out of debt? This shit don't make no sense. You can't help nobody if we can't help ourselves, bro. We don't have nothing to fucking help ourselves. We have to get that first. We don't even control our own narrative and resources, yet we want to help other people obtain theirs. This shit is getting ridiculous, bro. I understand that a lot of issues in the world are connected, but the one thing everybody else in the world can agree on is to be anti-Black. Everybody else got their hands in our pot, but we the ones not eating, bro. The shit don't make no sense. We need to focus on self-sufficiency first and worry about allyship second, bro. We can't have true allyship if we don't have nothing to bring to the table. Only thing that we are bringing to the table is our time and manpower, bro. And we can't afford to keep giving that shit away, bro.
Engaging in anti-colonial movements without deconstructing anti-Blackness is inherently incomplete, contradictory, and will eventually show through. Even in non-white spaces, white supremacy and colonial ideologies can still be upheld, which leads to the perpetuation of anti-Blackness and makes these spaces very unsafe for Black people, which is why you see more and more Black people wanting to focus on Black issues, because when they are in places fighting for other marginalized people, they are still subjected to anti-Blackness, all while our issues go unnoticed and uncared for. And when our issues are talked about, people make a concerted effort to take attention away from it and put attention on other issues they see more worthy. Now let me explain why deconstructing anti-Blackness should be foundational to anyone engaging in anti-colonial movements. Global racial hierarchies exist that are deeply intertwined with colonial histories. Colonialism established and reinforced a global racial hierarchy with supposedly whiteness at the top and Blackness existing as the ultimate antithesis furthest away from the idea and presentation of whiteness. Our modern ideas of race can be traced back to the 18th century scientist Carl Linnaeus, who contributed to constructing a global racial hierarchy where all groups that were not European were negatively depicted. Surprise, surprise. Note, however, that Black people always appeared at the very bottom of this hierarchy, associated with negative morals, health, and physical attributes. Even more, Linnaeus made a special direct call out to Black women hypersexualizing and fixating on assumed physical differences, which fed into harmful stereotypes and practices that have persisted for centuries. So even as different societies have resisted colonial projects and sought to reclaim their autonomy, many have retained internalized colonial ideologies, including anti-Blackness. This means that movements against colonialism can still perpetuate the same racial hierarchies that colonialism established, particularly if they do not explicitly work to dismantle these racial hierarchies. The fact that there is a derogatory word for Black people in almost every language is a testament to how deeply anti-Blackness has been ingrained in global raciality. This linguistic reality suggests that anti-Blackness is a universal language. Anti-colonial movements aim to dismantle systems of oppression imposed by colonialism, right? Yet, if people engaged in these movements do not confront anti-Blackness that was central to these colonial ideologies, they risk perpetuating a fundamental aspect of coloniality. Anti-Blackness was and is not just a byproduct of colonialism, but a fundamental root. By the way, if you want to learn more, I would recommend all of these books and this article. I've seen this issue arise in conversations happening in my own comment section, and I think many of us are noticing this unfold on a larger scale.
Y'all know what we do during Christmas time, right? We wrap presents up, you know what I mean? We wrap them up with Christmas decoration. We wrap them up with like a snowy snowflake wrapping paper. Yeah, let's wrap this black and brown beef that's going on, because it's not beef. I feel like someone inserted something somewhere and we all caught a stray and somehow we're pointing it at each other. Wrap the fuck up. Wrap it up. I don't want to see any more. I've literally been on a blocking spree. Even if I like people, if it's y'all going against each other talking about anti-Blackness on this side and then talking about anti-Arab on this side and being mad racist and talking about I'm gonna take it out just because of everybody needs to shut the hell up and go back to the monster. Like, I swear to God, I feel like if we were in a TV show, the monsters would be sitting at a round table with a big TV on the wall, watching us go back and forth, laughing about how much of fucking failures we are, that we got to the point watching a multitude of genocides from black and brown, a multitude of genocides happening here to African American people, and now somehow we're yelling at each other. Get it the fuck together. Wrap it up the way y'all wrap your kids' Christmas gifts up. Wrap it up like the way y'all wrap your friends' birthday presents up. Wrap it up. Dead this shit. I'm blocking everybody. I don't. If y'all are going back and forth, and it's just like, well, what are brown people doing for me? Well, what are black people doing for me? And there's a way in which you can say certain things that the message can still go through without you sounding anti-black. There's a way in which you can say things with the message still going through without you sounding anti-Arab. Let's get it together. We're too old. We're too old, especially a lot of my activists that I know should know better. Get it together. Get it together and quit allowing outsiders to fuel us. I swear there's a
This is all I got from this video, and I don't know how sad I am watching all this, especially the man that was screaming, telling us that the Middle Eastern Americans are talking to us, the Asians are talking to us, Hispanics are talking to us, and the white people are talking to us. Everybody is pointing accusing finger or fingers on black people, right? And I really don't know how people think and reason at the same time. They are all screaming, help us, when we have not helped ourselves. How do I help somebody when I have not helped myself? And why are you all looking for help from us? The same way you people are looking for help is the same way we are looking for help. We need help more than you all do. Why? Because your voices are being heard. Our voices are not being heard. We cannot beg. We don't beg and get, but you all beg and get. Our struggles and your struggles are not the same. And we are not begging you all to help us fix something, fix anything. It's been us every day, all time, looking for a way to better ourselves, looking for a way to uphold ourselves, looking for a way to make life easier for us, right? We do not go around asking Asians or calling Hispanics or even calling white people or Middle Easterners to come and help us or remind them of the things that we have done for them that they never reciprocated. We have not done that. We don't even wake up to do something like that, right? But why is it that you all wake up every day to gaslight yourselves, not us, not Black people? Because we cannot be living in a rough grass and looking for a way to help someone in a mansion. No, it is not being done. It's absolutely going to be stupidity. And we are no longer trying to be stupid anymore. We are no longer stupid. Before, we were actually not stupid, but it's just because we have mind of gold. We do not sit back and watch things go wrong. That is just the nature of Black people, right? But now we have learned that helping people also can cost you so many things. Why? Because we are going through it at this point in time. This man actually came out to say that we do not want Trump, but we do not want Trump and we do not want Kamala Harris, right? But we will vote for Trump just to get rid of that person. It means you also want Trump, right? You all should stop lying around, stop disguising around, stop saying look for a way to cover up your whatever you want to. The person that you all wanted to vote is the other person, right? And stop deceiving yourself or coming to tell us that we do not want to. Don't think that we are not smart enough or because we did some certain things for you people, because we felt like that was just a reasonable thing to do for people that are in need, does not mean that we are dumb. We are not dumb. We know what we've been doing. And at this point in time, I think the state has already divided and everybody have to go their separate way, right? So you all go do your thing. We've been doing our thing right from time. But there is something that I want you all to know. In the end, I hope nobody comes back running to say that you all told us from the onset. Because trust me, we are going to whoop so many people's butts. Sincerely speaking, I am not lying. We wake up every day and all you people want to talk about is Black people. This is to tell you how selfish and self-centered some people are. I do not see them calling white people. I do not see them calling Asians. I do not see them calling Hispanics. It is just the only Black people that came out fully for them that they are calling. They are calling us as if their life depends on us when we are looking for a way to save ourselves. And when we have problems in the house or when there is something going on in Black communities, especially the Pe0ple that has been happening around, we do not see you people anywhere. So how are we the problem? How are we the one affecting you? How are we the ones betraying you because they called us betrayers? How did we betray you people? Did we have an agreement? Why is it that you all are not even holding your governments? You all are not even holding your governments. You all are not even holding Israel, right? You all are not even holding other people. But Black people are now the problem because we are the ones that planted most of the things that happened there. We were the ones that went with our soldiers. We were the ones that went with our legs to do so many things, right? That's why we wake up every day to you people, sending so many backlash. Now, like, can I tell you people, do you people really know who betrayers are? You people are the real betrayers. That is what you all are, if you don't know. And you see this that happen, forgiveness is far away from us. And you all can say that our Black people refuse to forgive. We've been forgiving all our lives, and we have not even achieved anything with the forgiveness. And it is time to stop forgiving. But you know what? We are not even holding back. We are still moving forward. Why? Because we want better life for ourselves. We want better lives for our children. We want better lives for all the kids. Everybody deserves to have a better life. We do not want to be unalive every point in time they get. We do not want to be kidnapped. We do not want so many things to happen to us. That's why we decided that we are going to run this race on our own, fight for ourselves. If you all decided that you all are going to vote for, we do not care. But the best we are going to do is that we will do what we know how to do best, do the best for ourselves. And in the end, we can beat our chest and say that we really fought hard. And trust me, I am not trying to, if anything goes wrong, you say this democracy, Black people are no longer serving democracy. It's either you all are also in to set the democracy or you all are out. The choice is all yours to make. But you see, this point in time, we are not looking at anybody's faces. The best we are doing is that to dismantle the system that has rendered most of us useless. And you all want to hold, now, it's really amazing how most of them are holding that, Trump for this, that for that. I am not, sincerely speaking, I do not have any problem with anybody choosing his or her own candidate, right? But I know who I am supporting because majority of my people, I know where they are going. And the best I can do, speak for my people. And that's all. I cannot support you because I have my people. That is Black people. That is where my mind is. That is the only thing I talk about. Right? The same people that are screaming, a lot has been happening. So many, am I condemning whatever that has happened in Palestine and all that? I absolutely condemn it. And I did my very own self. I did all I could to make sure that most of the things that was happening or that happened, I reported all of them here. You all can also testify to that at a point, you all were like, Congo, Congo, Congo. And I switched over to Congo and Sudan. Right? I did a whole lot of Palestinians. You all are screaming, the other person is going to do. I already see Netanyahu congratulating him and recommending him. The last campaign he went for, well, guess what? There was Israeli flag behind him. And it's only a tree that you tell that I am going to come here tomorrow and call you. And you come back tomorrow, you see that same tree standing the same place. The tree is not going to move. Because the tree is not human being. But if you tell us you're going to cut us, what will happen? We start looking for a way out. And that is what we are looking for. We are not being greedy. It is just we wanting a better life and everything better for us. And if you all do not want to understand that, you all should just go. There are some words I want to use, but I am not going to use it. But you all should stay off, stay clear. Let's do our thing. It is time for Black people, not for every other people. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.